Hello student, in last lecture we talking about the kingdom Animalia introductory information. So basically this kingdom Animalia consisting the different kinds of phylum and different kinds of species. We know that in this world the consisting the great variety of animals and different kinds of fauna of animal, and these all belong to the kingdom Animalia. So in last lecture we also talking about the some basic characteristics of the kingdom Animalia. So in this lecture we talking about the characteristics of these kingdom, subkingdom and their phylums. So in today's lecture we talking about the how this kingdom is divided into the subkingdom Protozoa and subkingdom Mesozoa. So also we talking about the Protozoa and their basic characteristics. Then we also talking about the branches of Mesozoa, Parazoa and Emetozoa with their phylums Mesozoa and Porifera. In this lecture we also talking about the grade first Radiata, Nidaria and Ctenophora. So, in this lecture, we complete about the phylum Phyonidinophora. So, basically, kingdom Animalia is the largest group of animal kingdom. So, we can say that animal kingdom, that is Animalia, depend on the animal classification. So, different author using the different kinds of method for the classification of animal depend on their characteristics. These characteristics mostly important for the differentiation of the characteristics in between the two different kinds of phylums and subkingdoms. So it includes the entire animal population of the world. So this same kingdom Animalia consisting the all types of animal. They may be the simple form of animal, they may be the microscopic animal, or they may be the complex like a huge animal like elephant, mammals, or the human being. So all the type of entire population of the animal are divided into the classification of kingdom Animalia. We know that this classification needs for our better understanding of the species of animals. So, this kingdom Animalia mostly divided into two subkingdoms, that is Protozoa and Mesozoa. So, let's see in detail. First of all, subkingdom Protozoa. So, this protozoa consisting about 50,000 species. So, in the world, about 50,000 species belong to subkingdom Protozoa. These are the microscopic animals, cellular microscopic animals, that is, we cannot see by the naked eyes. For the purpose of the watching these animals, we have to use the microscope. So they are very minute animals, very microscopic animals for their size. They may be the solitary or colonial, means they may be live with a single cell animal, or they live in a colony form. They having some specialized organ for the performing the different kinds of function like other organism. They may the digestion, excretory system, circulatory system, and other kinds of system. So their cell organelles are developed in a specialized cell organelles. They This the one character of this protozoa is that they may containing the single or many nuclei, that is they consisting the different kinds of nuclei. So this is the basic character of protozoa. That is, the nuclei of protozoa exhibit a great variety of the size, shape, and structure than the nucleus of metazoa. So they containing the single or many nuclei. So talking about their nutrition, they may be the holozoic, holophytic, saprozoic, or parasitic. That is, their mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. That is, they are depend on the other organism for their food purpose, and they are unable for the formation of their food. So they depend on the other organism for their food purpose. Next character, that is living form. They may be live in a fresh water, they may be the marine, or they may be the moist terrestrial animals. The example of this protozoa, that is phylum first Protozoa. This is the first phylum of kingdom Animalia, that is Protozoa. Phylum Protozoa is also known as the first animal phylum. That is, this phylum consisting the primitive animals which appear on the earth. That is, they are the first animal of study. They are cellular microscopic animals, so their body size very minute, we cannot see by the naked eyes. For the purpose of seeing this animal, we have to use the microscope. So these protozoa are usually microscopic and not visible to the naked eyes. So their size varies from the 2 micron to 215 micron. So this their microscopic size, so that we can say that they are microscopic animals. They are also solitary or colonial. That means they live freely living or live in a colony formation. They also having the specialized cell organelle for the purpose of different kinds of function in the cell. Also, they consist in the single to many nuclei. So, these characters of these protozoa are similar to their subkingdom protozoa. So, they may containing the single or different kinds of nuclei. So the nuclei of protozoan exhibit a great variety of size, shape, structure than the nucleus of metazoa. Also, they live in a freshwater, marine, or moist terrestrial. For examples of this phylum protozoa, that is amoeba, paramecium, euglena, trypanosoma, etc. So these are the examples of phylum protozoa. So kingdom Animalia divided into two subkingdom, that is Protozoa, subkingdom Protozoa and Metazoa. Subkingdom Protozoa, first phylum, that is Protozoa we have seen. So next one, that is subkingdom Metazoa. So this is the multicellular organisms or animals. So these animals consisting body, this animal body comprising of many cells usually arranged in a layer or tissue. So it is divided into three branches: Mesozoa, Parazoa, Emetozoa. So subkingdom Metazoa, we can say that these animals having the multicellular organelles organism. We can say that the cell formation are begin from this kingdom. So their body consisting the different kinds and different types of cell. They may be arranged in a layer or in a tissue form for purpose of the different kinds of function which perform in the organism's body. So this subkingdom Metazoa divided into three branches. Branch first Mesozoa, branch second Parazoa, and branch third Emetozoa. First of all, branch first Mesozoa. So this branch first Mesozoa consisting the cellular animals which having the structure of strepaloblastula, which composed of the surface layer of somatic cells and interior reproductive cells. So in this branch first Mesozoa, the characters, that is the structure of the stereoblastula. So these cellular animals having the structure like a stereoblastula, that is they compose the surface layer, the outer surface layer of these animals consisting the somatic cells and interior cells consisting the reproductive cells which are able for the reproduction purpose. This branch first divided into the phylum, that is first second phylum Mesozoa. These animals are also known as the middle animal. This phylum Mesozoa consisting about 50 species. These animals are worm-like small animals. Their symmetry is a bilateral symmetry. They can divide it into the two similar shape. So also it is an external layer of ciliated digestive cells surrounding one or several reproductive cells. So these animals which consisting the external layer is containing the somatic cell which is ciliated of the digestive cell and surrounding the one or more reproductive cells of organism. They are parasitic in nature in cephalopods and in other invertebrates. For example, Dicema and Rhopiluria. So these are the examples of phylum Mesozoa. So this belongs to phylum 1 Mesozoa. Branch second, that is Parazoa. So this Parazoa having the characteristics of following. First of all, these animals of cellular grades of organization which incipient tissue formation. So this parazoa showing the cellular grade organization, that is the tissue formation begin from this grade or this branch. So interior cells of several different kinds. So these animals having these different kinds of cells which perform the different function in the organism's body. So there is a no mouth or digestive tract and no organ system are present. So these animals showing the cellular grade organization, so that there is a no mouth, no digestive tract and no organ system is present. So all these are absent in these animals. Their body is porous with one to many internal cavity lined by the conchoids. So this body is a porous. Okay, the branch second parazoa having the characteristics, that is their body is a porous and they are sessile, marine and few freshwater. Mostly these animals are sessile, marine in nature and also they are freshwater. They live solitary, they live free living animals or colonial animals. So this branch second parazoa consisting the phylum third, that is Porifera, that is pore bearers animals. This Porifera consisting the pore, so that it is called as pore bearer animals. So about 5000 species belong from the phylum Porifera. The character is similar as a branch of this parazoa. So examples of this Porifera, that is Cycon, Euplictella and Euspongia are the examples of the Porifera. Branch third, that is Hematozoa. So Hematozoa having the characteristics of following. First of all, these animals of tissue or organ system grade of organization. So these animals showing the tissue or cell system grade of organization, that is tissue formation are begin from this branch third, that is Hematozoa, and they showing the mouth and digestive tract except when the lost by the parasitic degeneration. So basically these hematozoa showing the characteristics, that is presence of the mouth and digestive tract. Also these animal showing the different kinds, several kinds of interior cells which perform the different kinds of function in the organism's body. So this hematozoa body is not porous and without cavity lined by the kynocytes. So these animals showing the not porous like a porifera. Okay, porifera showing the characters of porous character. But this hematozoa not showing these characters. So the body is not porous and without cavity lined by the kynocytes. So hematozoa divided into two grades. That is first one radiata and second one is a bilateria. So in today's lecture we talking about the radiata. In next lecture we talking about the bilateria. So grade first radiata. So hematozoa with primary radial symmetry. So grade first radiata animals showing the radial type of symmetry. So grade first radiata showing the characters of presence of tissue and the organ system are incipient. So this radiator grade showing the presence of tissue and organ system. Also they showing the mesoderm usually derived from the ectoderm and is present as an incipient tissue without a degree of cellular specialization. So basically these grade first radiata animals showing the mesoderm which derived from the ectoderm and having the different kinds of the cellular specialization of the grades. Also the body only spaces digestive system which has mouth and no anus. So basically this body space consisting the digestive cavity. So this grade first radiata are divided into two phylum, that is Cnidaria, which is also known as Coelenterata, and second one phylum Ctenophora. So first phylum fourth Cnidaria, which is also known as Coelenterata. So about 10,000 species are present on the earth's surface. So basically these Cnidaria or Coelenterata consisting the symmetry like a radial symmetry, biradial symmetry or radiobilateral symmetry. Their mouth is encircled by the tentacles bearing the nematocyst. Basically their mouth consisting the tentacles. Also, they showing the known rows of the number of rows of ciliated plates. Also, they showing the body cavities. So, this Coelenterata animal showing the body cavities like a coelentron. Also, these animals are sessile or free swimming in water. Basically, they form a solitary, means mostly they free living, or they may form the colonies. Also, they found in a marine as well as in a freshwater. For example, Hydra, Oblea, Oriella, Metridium, corals. So these are the examples of Cnidaria and also the Coelenterata. Phylum fifth, that is Ctenophora. So about 90 species belong from the phylum Ctenophora, and this showing these animals showing the symmetry like a biradial symmetry. Also these animals having the tentacles when present, so they do not encircle the mouth. Basically these Ctenophora consisting the tentacles, but they not encircle the mouth. Basically this Ctenophora doesn't consisting the nematocyst. Basically there is a no presence of nematocyst. So this Ctenophora consisting the 8 radial rows of ciliated swimming plate. Basically this Ctenophora animals consisting the radial row of ciliated swimming plates. Also these animals are free swimming and marine. For examples of these Ctenophora animals is Plurobranchia, Pseudoplano, and Tinoplana. So these are some examples of Ctenophora. So that is for today. So in today's lecture, we're talking about the subkingdom Protozoa and subkingdom Metazoa. In subkingdom first, that is phylum Protozoa, and in subkingdom Metazoa, we see the examples, their branches like Parazoa, Mesozoa, and Eumetazoa, and their phylums. So their classification will depend on their characteristics. So other grades, so in today's lecture we talking about the branches like Mesozoa, Parazoa, and Eumetazoa, and their phylum like Mesozoa and Porifera. Also we see the branch third, that is Eumetozoa, and their grade divided, which divided into two grades, that is grade 1 Radiata and Bilateria. So in this lecture we talking about the grade Radiata and their phylum Cnidaria and Ctenophora. So in next lecture we talking about the branch, sorry, grade 2nd Bilateria. So that is for today. Thank you.